Hi everyone, welcome to Everybody Arts. My name is Mr. Matt, and today we're working on a project for Black History Month. And it's a project based on a book, The Patchwork Path, The Quilt to Freedom, and it's written by Betty Stroud and illustrated by Erin Susan Bennett. We're going to be making quilt patterns based on the quilt patterns that are inside the book. You can download those patterns off of the Everybody Arts website. There's 10 of them there. And you probably want to print out like 2 or 3 copies. You'll have to cut up a couple depending on how many colors you want on your quilt pattern. You don't have to use the same colors as are used in the book. See if you can come up with your own ideas for your own colors. I wanted to tell you a little bit about the story. The book, The Patchwork Path, is about a father and daughter who are escaping slavery and going north. They're following clues given to them from the girl's mother, and the clues are in the patterns of the quilt. And we'll show you some of the patterns today and tell you what they mean. So slaves actually had to use a lot of different ways to communicate that the slave owners couldn't understand. Slaves weren't allowed to learn to read or write, so they had to communicate by song, by symbols, by secret codes, by quilts was one of the ways, and that's the way they're talking about in here. I've read a few things that said they weren't sure if slaves actually used quilts, and I don't actually see why they wouldn't have. They could easily use the quilt patterns as ways of communicating things, like through symbolism, things like that, such as follow the stars. The stars, that's a simple one. The North Star, in the night sky, anywhere you would find a North Star, the North Star is always in the north. The flying geese pattern, if you follow them in the spring, they would be flying north because they're going to be leaving the south from where they migrated to warmer climate. On the Underground Railroad, I was just reading something that said Harriet Tubman would try to have slaves escape in the winter because the nights were longer and they would have more time to travel at night because they would have cover of darkness longer. I mean, this is a great book, and it's a really touching book, and Emma and I had read it, and I really recommended you either have your parents read it to you, your teacher, or if you get a chance to read it while you're working on your quilt patterns for this project, that'd be great. It's a cool book. Yeah, I'm just gonna look at the cover while I'm doing this. I do like that one. The Crossroads is nice too. I'm gonna do the Crossroads first maybe, and then I'll go on to yeah, let's do that one. That one's simple, because that one's gonna go quick. Crossroads. That one. Do I have orange here? That'd be cool. Let's do Crossroads here. Where is it? Cabin. That's a good one. Yeah, is it the back one? No, flying geese. Crossroads. There it is. I picked a very, very simple one just to show you. Okay. So what I'm doing right now, I've got some blue paper, and we're going to do the Crossroads right here, okay? I printed out actually a couple of copies. I printed out more than one. I could probably use like maybe 2 copies. I don't think I need more than 2 copies of this because we're going to cut up this one probably, and we'll need another one when we're done. But this one's blue, okay? We're going to do blue, 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 blue. I'm writing down the colors that I'm going to cut out for this page. The middle one is going to be orange, and I'm copying the colors from the quilt that I saw on the cover here. You can do whatever colors you want. Like for the background here, I'm actually going to use a red, and these little squares on her quilt I'm going to make pink. I don't know if I'm going to put anything in between. That's for later if I decide to make something big, but that's how I'm going to do it right now. And then these are green. We're going to do the triangles first. I'll show you how I'm going to do this. For the blue, I'm just going to glue this down and then cut out the blue. So I can see through this. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can a little bit. All the triangles are blue. So I'm gonna put a glue stick on here, 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 and a little bit on the outside so that this doesn't move around while I'm cutting out the blue, okay? So I'm gonna put this up in the corner. And it's just a little trick I figured out. You end up with a little bit of waste here from the blue, but you can always use these scraps, so it's okay. I'm going to cut on the inside line. And by doing that, all of these are going to be the same size, okay? Why am I doing this off camera? That's so bad. Mr. Matt, why have you not learned how to do things on camera? Oh my goodness. Triangles. There. I just need the blues. That. This is scrap. That's scrap. Okay. We can actually use this still. Let's put this on a piece of green. I only pasted in the middle, so we're using this as a template. I don't really want to cut off any extra off of the little piece of paper there. I want it to be the same size. Do this. Okay. Here. Be careful with your scissors, kids. I swear, I probably am going off camera every time I do this. You should only have 4 green. I think I got more than 4 because I didn't cut that last one. But yeah, I've got 5. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I'll keep those. Okay, only needed that. And then I was going to do orange, just 1 square for orange. That's going to be, let me see, I got that right here. I don't think I really need to do much. I could hold that in place right there, make sure I have it lined up, and then just use it as a template. And then I'll put a little mark right here, saying that that's where I got to cut it here. And I'll just kind of go like that, okay? So try to cut it as straight as I can. And then we'll check it. And then I'll cut it right here. There we go. So there's my orange. I'm just going to cut this out along the black outline. So now we're going to take this after I cut this out. Again, make sure you write your name on the back. Mr. Matt. Here is the final quilt square for Crossroads. So what I would do when I'm done with it is we can actually take a larger piece if we want, like this, and then I would take like a square of pink or maybe even white and just go like this on the corners. It would have to be the same size square on everything. And then I'm going to put this right here. And it's separated by the corners of those squares there. So they have to be even. And the next one, if you had another piece, you'd put it down here. So it'd make lots of cool, I mean, if you started putting these together and you had more large pieces of paper like this, you could make a really cool looking quilt. I think it would be really nice. According to the Patchwork Path, all of those patterns had a story to tell. It's important to remember our past and not forget the things that people had to go through. Black history is very important, and I got this out like a little bit late this year, but it's never too late to learn about things like this. So take care, be good to each other, good to your neighbors, be good to yourself, and we'll see you next time on Everybody Arts, okay? Love you guys, bye-bye.